This is the 12th of January 2022, Saturday afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock. I just did a 4 or 5k kilometre climb. Things are heating up. People here still don't get it. Gas, petrol, food, all going up. Mario Draghi, the ex-head of the European Central Bank. I think he's lost control, doesn't know what to do, like the other Federal Reserve. How many central banks are there around the world? About 60. Controlling our money and the money supply. They got their hands on the levers. They don't know what they're doing. It's every man for himself. Once again, I've said this on previous videos, look at most politicians or people in power. They come from an academic background or pedagogy, they've done teaching or something, which means they've worked for the state, which means, like for example, university professors, once they get tenure, it's hard to get rid of them. You know, they could be like just sitting at their desk, twiddling their thumbs, not producing anything, teach badly. Same with teachers in the public sector. I mean, you could be I had some really rotten teachers when cutting up timber because it costs so much. Teach a home now. Anyway, going back to this about state, people work for the state. That's why there's always, like, when you have these post office exams and exams to get in the public service, the civil service, just massive applications, because once you're in, I mean, you haven't really got to perform like the private sector. You're subjected to market conditions. So for example, our business, you know, we've got a lot of competition, a lot of costs, energy costs to heat the pool, run a pool complex. You may see Mickey Mouse. If you want to do a challenge, sure, you try and manage one. I'm trying to maintain 2,000 subscriptions, keep the water, the right temperature, filters, valves, boilers, maintenance, all running. Not easy. Anyway, go back to Australia. Mario Draghi, head of the central bank and the Premier of Italy, just creating chaos in Italy. The health condition, they just talk about that all the time, non-stop. The real issue, you get one bit of news that comes across the commercial about inflation is a threat. That's what you'll see about it. Falsifying lies, just all lies. 5% they say it's not, it's 15, 18%. The average person has half a brain, knows that. And like I say, here people just don't talk about it. The gas bill's gone up and that's it. I mean, work on some strategy. Have a plan B, or just pivot towards the mountainside. See a nice area. These people drive by in cars, are too lazy to walk, or sticky beaks. Very strange people. I mean, they get looked at as if you're strange, but people did this for hundreds of years, just walked, cycled, rode a horse. I mean, you got this beautiful scenery. When you do something practical by exerting yourself, getting the heart rate up, you feel alive, you feel like you're living. You're just sitting in the car and pivoting your head around like an exhibition clown. It's not really a good experience. Each to his own, I guess. Nice view here. Let's just do a pan, shall we? Dolomites. That's the Dolomites. That sound of the chainsaw. I've been coming here for years. Like I said before on previous videos, they used to just trim bits here and there. Now they hacking right into the forest, using it to sell, to make a profit, because firewood's very expensive. So they're selling it, or they're using it themselves, or selling it to their neighbours. Cost of living really hits the people who actually develop the economy, us, the middle class, lower middle class, who do the jobs, the really well off, and the politicians and the media personalities and opinionists would never do. Or if they have done, they've done a 6-month stint or something. It's insignificant. The likes of Bill Maher, American comedian. I keep mentioning him and Joe Rogan. Both have a net worth each of 250 million. You know, just think of that. A good house in Italy, you know, a good villa would be 800. They could buy, 100 of them and rent them out. I mean, the obscene. People used to complain about the years of the revolutionary years when communism and socialism, Marxist philosophy was taking hold, about the obscene wealth, and the French Revolution, with the obscene wealth the royal family, the French royalty had. Louis XV, I forget his name. Nothing's changed. I mean, that's obscene. A net worth of 250 million. And Ricky Gervais, that chubby character who did The Office and was the compere for the Golden Globes, bags them, criticised them because of their wealth. He's in the same category now. He's got a net worth of 250 million, lives in a mansion somewhere, don't even know where, isolated. And Joe Rogan. I mean, I've said this on previous occasions. These people, let's go for a bit of a walk. What do? They do what I'm doing now and express an opinion, invite people to engage, bring up a topic, controversial or otherwise, and discuss it. And they get on the internet, get a lot of likes, a lot of coverage, and they become a power within themselves, and they too become arrogant. I mean, if you were to say, if you're a farm labourer working here, so when I go on the Joe Rogan show to express my opinion, you wouldn't have a bar of you. So that's the horrible thing about human beings. We're hell, because humans are difficult, because when you meet someone, you can't just have a discourse where you're talking a human to a human. I have the same view as well. You have to be impressed. You have to impress someone. Well, they're not interested in you. I mean, is Joe Rogan going to invite, if I wrote an email to him, I'm a farm labourer, you think he's going to have you on the show? No way. Elon Musk, I've got to get him. I've got to get that rocket scientist, I've got the evolutionary biologist. It'll never happen. Just when you think about how market economic works, it's obscene. We're all the same human beings with a expiry date, so to speak, lifespan. But there's so many different categories. But we're made up of the same organic material: flesh, heart. I mean, if you cut someone open, an operation, any person in the world, they all look the same. Heart, stomach, kidneys, liver. We go through this life, especially now, everyone, self-aggrandizement. Oh, I've done this, I've been there. YouTube's poisonous for that. People saying, you've got to hit my like button, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I don't care if you look at this video or not. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not going to tell you to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm just telling you what I think. And that's it. Beautiful sunset here behind us. One guy I do like, it's Dan from I Allegedly. Here we go. Some people, I'll just pivot this way. It's the bell for the area. That's the Church of Santa Maria della Vittoria. It means, what time is it? 5 o'clock, so I've got about Got about an hour or so of sunset just covering up here. Supposed to have your masks on still outside here, so there's a health issue. Here we go. See, privacy, that's another topic that needs to be discussed. Less and less of it. We're going to have a digital currency soon where the governments will have complete transparency. You'll see every single transaction. Cash will be abolished. As I was saying before, cash will be abolished, and we'll resort to some sort of digital currency. So, I was listening to a Coin Bureau guy, made a good point. He goes, "Oh, what do you got to hide?" He was talking about privacy coins like Monero, Pirate Chain, Dero, sort of decentralized cryptocurrencies. He was saying that the governments are saying, "What do you got to hide?" Well, why aren't you walking around? He said, well, "Why not walk around naked in summer?" You know? I mean, people, human beings, everyone, every single person wants some privacy in their life. Otherwise, why build? Why have doors? Why have windows? Why have locks on doors? I know you've got to protect your wealth. Why not develop artificial intelligence that can detect what you're thinking? Thought crime. Let's go that far. And I think after this financial revolution is all over, I see a lot of people pivot to the privacy coins like Monero and Pirate Chain. It'd be like now, if you're making a purchase, if you want to buy a bike second hand or any sort of thing like gardening tools, a lawnmower, those sorts of things, I mean, you don't pay with a credit card, you pay in cash. When you see things listed on the internet for sale, what the people are going to buy if they've got an FTOS machine, PayPal, you pay in cash. So I think these cryptocurrencies like Monero, Pirate Chain will have their place. People just get sick of the intrusion, or they'll just go on with it. I think it's happening now in Canada. You could see nothing was happening, suddenly the trucks just stopped. That's going to be an interesting development. You don't see it much on the TV, but in Ottawa, and if you know the capital of Canada is Ottawa, they've blocked all the roads off. That's enormous power the lower middle working class has, because they do these jobs the filthy rich never do. Transport goods, sit in their truck for 12 hours a day in isolation, drive thousands of miles, stay on drugs to stay awake, to maintain a timetable. They never do it. Just never happened. Just have a look at the above me there. There you go. Plane flying above. So that's another thing that's inconsistent. They want all these pollution control mandates. I don't think that aircraft got under the same sort of restrictive conditions in terms of emission controls. Look at that. Pollution. It's a beautiful area. So if you ever come to Italy, it's called Santa Maria della Vittoria Montello. Saint Maria of the Victory, the Montello. If you're interested. Rolling hills. Anyway, I'm going to terminate this video. That's just my thoughts of the day. I keep harping on about journalists or opinionists who make millions of dollars and just talk into a microphone don't really create any real wealth. I mean, we're going to start the Prosecco season soon, and the Radicchio season's happening. You see these guys working every day with their backs bent over in the fields, picking Radicchio vegetables for us to eat. And without them, what would society be? Anyway, I'm going to terminate this now. Sticky Beaks coming past. Bye.